Hey Eagle Nation, this is Kelly Wells, Director of Athletics here at Morehead State, and it is my pleasure to have our dance coach, Shanna Coleman, with us today on our episode, and we're going to talk all things dance. A lot of things are going on with the program right now, a lot of momentum heading into nationals, and really want to touch on several things, but we'll start a little bit with, maybe the outside world doesn't know all the things the dance program goes through and what we do when we get here in August all the way till we get to nationals. Maybe you can share a little bit about the program's overview and all the things leading up to the competition season that these young ladies do every day.
Yeah, so we move in about a week before school starts, and we're in season. And we're in season until May. So we don't have an off season until summer comes. So we get here, we learn our dances, we learn choreography, we focus on football. And we start learning the sideline dances, the band dances. We collaborate with the band director on the songs that we'll be dancing to, and make it a very spirited collaboration for cheer and dance, and even color guard and band and all of us together. And so we work on that first. Then we move into basketball season, and then hopefully make some playoffs and get to go to OVC tournament and forward from there. And then we move into our national season, and that happens in April. And then right after that, we go into gala season, where we will be performing for Morehead State's gala. So we have a lot of things that we do throughout the year, and so we're preparing for the next one every time we turn around. There's something new.
Yeah, and let's roll that back a little bit. There's a lot to take in on that. So the biggest thing I want people to understand is the student athlete perspective that you have. Yeah. These students, they have the same design as any student athlete here on campus. Study halls, they have special events. They're behind the scenes in our marketing, our promotions. The things that they pour into this university and our athletic program, maybe you can expand on some of those that we're obviously, I know and super proud of. Let's let Eagle Nation kind of know.
So we are students first. My girls are students first, and so we really hit home the idea that they are to be in the classroom, they're to get their homework done, they need to make their grades, and we usually have a really good GPA, average around 3.4 to 3.5 team average throughout the year, which is super great for all the things that they're involved in. We have early morning practices as well, so we have 6 a.m. practices, so they're going to bed early, they're getting up early, they're being a student throughout the day. They're also involved in other things, so we have those early morning practices so that they can be a student as well as a student athlete, and experience all that college has in addition to just being on the dance team.
Yeah, and I think transformational is the word I'd like to use there. Is while we want them to be great athletes, that's a big part of what we do, and really why it's called athletics, but certainly all the other things make them who they are. So when they leave here, we're trying to help them find their best version. I think Shanna, she won't brag on herself, does an amazing job of these ladies leading them to a better version when they get here. And I know the parents are super appreciative of that. We're super appreciative of that approach as well. But I don't want to skip out on a great accomplishment we had with our virtual competition. This is our first, I think, that we've competed and finished first in.
Yes.
Educate the world a little bit about that. And one, congratulations from us on an awesome honor.
Yeah, so we compete at Dance Team Union, and we'll be competing at the College Classic, but they have a virtual competition that they host a month and a half before we actually go to compete live. And so we entered that competition, we entered one of our routines, we entered 10 performance, and we won. So yeah, it was kind of a fluke, like we just kind of threw it out there and said, let's just see what happens, and then we'll put our best foot forward and do what we do. And so they performed well, and we sent the video in, and we won. So it was amazing. And it's a big accomplishment, and it's a big accomplishment going into the national season. So just to know, like, we're here, we're ready to perform, we're ready to compete, we're ready to make a mark.
Yeah, and I think as a coach as well, having actual footage and things that you can look back on and say, hey, look, we did awesome here. Let's not rest on this. Let's find the other pieces that we can grow in. So events like tonight, where we had an opportunity to compete in front of our community, in front of our parents, how valuable is that to the program?
It is very valuable. So in the same way that when we competed for the virtual championship, we get feedback on that. I have alumni in the audience tonight that will give me feedback on the dances that we do. My husband, Mark, will give me feedback on the dances that we do, and my kids will give me feedback. So we're gonna get it all over. It's a family affair. But we'll get a lot of information. I'll make changes. We'll see if anything works. We'll make more changes and adjustments to make things better, to make it the performance value higher. And we do that all along the way until we get to nationals, and then we go into semifinals, and as soon as that's over with, we get feedback and we make more changes that night. So we adjust as we're moving through it, and that final routine doesn't happen until the actual final performance.
And I think I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the nationals coming up, the process behind that. I was fortunate enough to be able to go with the cheer squad to Florida and kind of see the process. Similar, not similar. What are the expectations that you're looking for, trying to culminate into a one-time performance to nail it and be your very, very best? What are some goals you're looking for?
So we have 2 minutes to perform on semifinals. We have 2 minutes to perform at finals. So we perform at semifinals, we get ranked. That score gets scratched just like it does for cheer competitions, and then we start fresh on that Sunday with new scores. So we have another opportunity for a new 2 minutes to win.
That's a lot of pressure. I've seen it live. It really is. So pray for our ladies, pray for our coaches. We're excited about nationals. Tell us some dates, times, what to be expecting, where we can see these events, and so we can get our audience to tune in.
On Friday, April 10th is our rally dance, which we'll perform that one time, and that is against all divisions. So there's no Division 1 or Division 2. It's all divisions together because it's meant to be a performance enhancing dance. And we find out right away where we rank in that, and that is only a one-time thing. Then on Saturday and Sunday, we compete team performance and POM in semifinals and then finals, and we have our awards on that Sunday, April 13th, about 7 or 8 o'clock.
Okay. Well, awesome. Well, as you can tell, we're excited about our dance team and our dance program. A lot of work ahead in the little segment we've got until competition, so we want to just wish them the best of luck, you the best of luck. Proud of you and the girls. Keep up the great work. Amazing student athletes, and we want to support them along the way. So you'll have a graphic. You can follow all the competitions. You'll be able to follow along and root for our ladies and cheer them on to victory. So we're looking for great things. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for your awesome work that you do with our program. We're blessed, more at State, to have you and Mark as well here in our program. So this is your time to shine. We're looking forward to it. And as we send the Eagle Nation off, we always do a little thing. Let's give them a little Sco Eags on the way out here. So 1, 2, 3.
Go Eags.